Hello, tangueros y tangueras from all over the world.
Tanguero, yeah, that's me.
That's you, that's them.
Yes,
the other
more
side.
many tangueros.
Many tangueros.
And many tangueras.
Welcome to Patricio Eva's tango class. We continue with the tango caminado, and today we have a very nice step that we were discussing before, and we really like doing it. It requires flexibility, it requires counter body, it requires a nice extension in your legs, follows in particular. So a lot of things to work on today. And before we move forward with the class, I just want you to ask for, if you didn't subscribe yet to our channel, please subscribe. We are getting very close, like 10 subscribers we need to achieve 2,000 subscribers. So if you're one of them that didn't subscribe and you always watch our channel, please just go and subscribe. You know, you just help us.
Some people say this is the best tango channel in YouTube.
Well,
some people
thank
say.
you. Okay, what are we up to?
Today we are working on the vortex. We call this step the vortex. Why is that the vortex? Because everything turns and we are not staying in place. We are advancing, just like a vortex. And we're both turning around each other. We're doing different movements, but we are turning around each other, as in a vortex. Mm-hmm. So, Leeds, you got to get to work on figuring out how you can impulse yourself after a crossbody with your left foot to go forward and rotate 360 degrees, then take a step forward.
That right there is a lot of work. It's very nice. You need to practice by yourself to achieve that.
Yes. Well, you have to have some pride of being able to do this step, you know, because it takes a lot of work.
Yes.
So to get there, what you guys can do is step forward with your right foot, step forward with your left foot, advance, disassociate, meaning rotate this right shoulder forward and have enough velocity or enough impulse to help rotate. At the beginning, maybe you want to start with a 180 degrees, step 180, step 180, step 180. What you want to feel is that the side of your body lengthens. And I feel that every Tuesday because Eva is teaching some amazing body conditioning classes for tango dancers, in which every week we start with a good stretch of the ribs and the upper body, and that's very helpful for the disassociation. If you want to join us, you can join our Patreon account. I'm going to leave the link today. We are ready to invite you to join our Patreon site, where you can find our entire video library of tango classes, including Eva's body conditioning session for tango dancers. But if you cannot join right now, but you find a little bit of time, begin with maybe 180 on both directions. Always feeling like the impulse comes from the upper body. Shoulder leads the hips, I like to say. Once you get that 180, it's time to kick for 360. 360. Step. Step. 360. That's key. When you can do this yourself, you will be able to do this movement. You step to the side, your partner is going to be on your right. You will advance. See, notice here how I am going a little bit cross body, and then here cross body as well. This exacerbates my disassociation, so it's easy to enter this foot. This is not quite an enrosque, although you could do this as an enrosque, then unwind and then bring it forward. Mm-hmm. So, ready to watch the step. This is the exercise you need to get good at it. And now I'm going to show you the movement with Eva. Once.
Okay.
That's basically the movement. Mm-hmm. If we dress it up and we do everything in it, second time, parada.
Yeah.
So basically what's happening here is we begin walking.
Sideways, very nice, this movement.
Step to the side, outside partner here. You see, my foot is outside my partner's legs. I go 1, I lead my partner on 2, right in front of me, and then I lead my partner to cross. As she crosses in front of me, I put my foot in between her feet, close to the back foot. If I put it close to the front foot, it won't be balanced and I won't have the space to spin, okay? Because I have to spin 360 degrees. So I'd rather follow her second step. That's the location which is my reference for me to connect my step. I go, after the side step, I go 1, 2, 3. 2 being simply a collection of my ankles, brushing my ankles. My partner does 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. And notice here how I am projecting, but I am not stepping. If I put my weight in front as without projection, I will then crash with my partner and push her. So here the elasticity is key in this movement. Elasticity everywhere. This is what you mentioned earlier, that you needed flexibility. Elasticity this way, elasticity that way, elasticity this way, elasticity that way. Everywhere. So again, after the side step, you advance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, that's the 5th step. Now, there is one little secret here, which is very important here. If you push your partner to retrograde, meaning to go back to your base, this way, away from you, when you spin, your partner will be holding you back, or you will be pulling your partner towards you. So it's very important that you imagine the telephone cables from the last century. Telephones used to have a cable, and it was normally curly. I say this for the young kids that are watching this in this millennium. In the last millennium, the telephones used to have a curly cable. And this is what this resembles. It goes forward and loops, forward and loops, forward and loops. So I bring my partner 2 steps back, backside forward, and then I keep her close to me so she can advance. We have to go towards the front all the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. If you have a nice sized dance floor, if you have a certain distance, this is a beautiful movement to do.
Yes.
How about we do it from over here? I think we're going to find a nice diagonal to do it here. We step to the side to open, outside partner. I advance my foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. You see, it's 4 steps for each turn. And you can do this 2, 3 times. The last one being a parada. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and we look for this position.
Yes, very nice. Should I give some tips to the follow? Very important for the follows.
Yes.
We need to project our legs to be able to cover distance when we turn around our partner. So crucial moments for me, in my opinion, are side and back, the side and back steps. So this one, you will get it. The first, this one here, you will get it. Probably this one too, right? The side step here. The front step, project the legs, project the legs. If you are one of the follow that step with a knee bend all the time, this step will not work because we need to project to cover distance when we turn around our partner. We need to extend that position so we can go there. And when I come, this is the moment I'm talking about. When they start turning, maybe it's difficult to do this slow motion. This leg here, I project to go side. So you see where I am? Very often I see follows that the side step, for some reason, is very short, very small. And I don't know exactly why, but for me, you need to activate this area here in your leg to open the leg and catch your balance, okay? So it's kind of this, you need to activate this area of your leg so you can actually project and go, okay? So pay attention to that. I will do one more time. I will add the back step. So let's see why it's so important to do this. Turn, go side, and here the same thing, the back step. Can you move away, please, Patricio? See where my leg is?
Wow, so beautiful position.
If I don't get this extension, I will do a short step. And again, my partner will kind of throw me off my axis. So it's very important that you go with the leg long enough to catch your axis at that moment of elasticity in the couple. Okay?
You do not want to be pushed around.
No.
You want to move as much as the lead is asking you to move. Otherwise, you will be a drag, and you will be dragged around the dance floor, and then you lose control over your steps.
Of your axis.
So what you do is you respond to a request from the lead, but mainly you do it from within your own energy. And then the lead comes afterwards, in addition to that, to help you alleviate with a certain energy to make you a little bit more agile, understanding that you are wearing high heels and sometimes outfits that are not the more comfortable to make the physical effort. So if you want to keep your movements ladylike with a certain elegance and a certain delicate, right? So, and that's where the step comes in, to take the edge away. But you want to start from a place where you are empowered and you move. See, here I go this way. You notice that? Notice how I go a little close to you. We call this compression. I compress the frame a little bit and there is a residual energy here. So as I push my partner away, she gets impulsed by me to go a little further back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very important point too for the leads. But maybe we should dance once and we can show this in action.
This is a great idea.
Yeah, and then we remind you about that compression and expansion because it's crucial for this step that we are sharing with you today. And if you want to donate, contribute to our classes, please do to Venmo or PayPal. You can see there in the description, under here written, and also in the description. So we appreciate your support always. And if not, you can share and like and subscribe and comment. Yeah, thank you guys.
I'm going to add today the opportunity to visit our Patreon account today in the description. Okay. I'm going to add at the bottom a link. And also something very, very important this week, if you want to help us, we have entered the International Online Dance Competition. And we are finalists. We are fighting for the winning positions among 4 other artists from Argentina and from the Philippines in different categories. We are 20 days away from finishing that, and we need you to vote for us. So I'm going to leave 2 links in the description. One for the International Online Dance Competition, iodc.online, where you can go and vote for us. That's going to be a huge favor from you this week if you want to show us your support. And also I'm going to leave you the Patreon, which will be simplify things in the future. So if you want to support our work, we are working on building different tiers, so there is a way to contribute for everybody. Meanwhile, we accept your support in Venmo or PayPal, and any amount is welcome. We appreciate your generosity. We continue to make videos and it keeps us in YouTube.
Yes.
So, buscándote.
cansancio de mi eterno andar, tristeza amarga de la soledad, ansias enormes de llegar. Sabrás que por la vida fui buscándote, que mis ensueños sin querer rompí y en algún cruce los dejé. Mi andar apresuré con la esperanza de encontrarte allí, largos caminos silvané, leguas y leguas recorrí. Que entre tus brazos pueda descansar, si lo prefieres volveré a marchar por mi camino de ayer.
Qué lindo tanguito.
¿Viste?
Sí.
Hermoso.
So, in order to do this movement, it's important that you bring yourself a little bit down, because there is a relationship between how wide and far your feet will reach and how tall you're standing. So if you want to have a wide reach and a wide, low center of gravity with a wide base, you have to stay down. We tend to want to lock our knees very easily because we see so many dancers which have straight legs when we see tango, but sometimes the techniques can be a little bit deceiving. When we are locking our legs or straightening our knee, it's normally as we reach, as we project. But in many of the steps, the standing leg is bent, right? Right here, my standing leg is bent, but people really don't pay attention to that leg. They don't see that because the leg that is getting the attention are yours most of the time. But besides that, the leg that is straight is the one that is getting attention. You see, can you move this leg in a semicircle forward here? You see, that's what you see. That's what you see. That's what you see. So then we end up believing that we need to dance tango with the legs locked, and then we go too rigid. In ideal conditions, you will not be stressed about following, and you will not be tense either, because you understand the normal pace of the movement and you respond progressively. And the same for the lead. Sometimes if you insist too much to go too fast, then you're pushing too hard. Mm-hmm. The right amount. You have to find what is the right amount.
Yeah, that's right. And something that kind of connected with that is the music. So sometimes to understand the pace of the music help us move without intensity and in unison with it. So even if we are two, we are kind of connected. Sometimes, that helps a lot actually to be able to execute the movements in harmony, I would say.
When I do this movement, I often take a side step, bend my knees a little bit, place my foot, and after I have my foot in front, and then I push my partner. Because if I push her at the same time, my partner will anticipate this, place her foot back, and then from there I push her. But when she's collected, I push her too quickly, she will go like that, not having a chance to lengthen, to reach back. See, the lead is responsible for so much because the follow is in your hands. You are the provider of this improvisation. You are the one that has to come with the ideas. So depends on what you do, your partner will have an easier time following you or not. See, I place my partner to reach back there. This is why I'm telling you and asking the follows to be active, to be moved, to be in the move, to be active to one side, to move. So we can work with your energy. But if you are immobile and we gotta push you too hard, then you won't be delicate, and that will kill the pleasure. So as the follow reaches back, then I push and I wait. And then here, as my partner enters, I place my foot, but then I don't advance until I am reaching. Then I pick up my foot, and here I have it completely on my right side. To begin one more time, a journey towards my left. This is a very interesting part of the movement, because if you pay attention, right here in this position 1, my partner is a disassociation away to the right. She's at 3 o'clock. And she's making her way to 9 o'clock. Do you see this? This winding up against each other. See, as I keep my heel on the ground, my toes on the ground, then she's again entirely on my right. So I go with my partner from having her here to having her here to then having her back here. You see, I'm turning my hips at a totally alternation with my upper body. Let me show you one more time. See, this is key to do the movement. There, kind of like a dog, you know when the dogs bite their own tail? That they wind up all the way, they close a full circle. You want to feel like with your neck, you're closing a full circle. Full circle, and then you are at the apex, then it's a contraction. Because you go to an extension, maximum extension on the rotation, and then you contract this side. Contract, you're in front. You are in extension, contraction. So then when you are in a contraction, you have that extension available to you. So it's like you build up the power, you release it. Build up the power, you release it. You build it up, it's like a wheel. You are up, you're down. You're up, you're down. It cycles. So this is exactly the same thing. Shall we do it?
Yes.
I love it. You're doing a beautiful embellishment at the end. You want to tell people a little bit about it? When I do the parada, I do like this.
I'm doing something like that. Yeah, I'm changing it though. But
Okay.
Let me see what I'm doing. Can we do it from the actual? Can we do the step? So I do it. Yeah. Okay, the one I'm doing right now is I'm throwing my leg in front and I'm turning on it. Yeah,
That's
I'm not
nice.
really doing el rulo, so that's what I wanted to check. Okay. So I'm doing, I'm doing this, throwing there, and kind of change direction at the last moment. So I throw it and I change. Sometimes I do throw it and I change. So I kind of rotate away from that leg before doing the...
So you place and you roll.
Yes, correct, yeah.
You place your foot in
I
front
place.
and then you turn your knee out inwards.
Yes.
That's
So
nice. That's a nice move.
then-
Tuck, tuck.
yeah.
Very nice. One of our students today was telling me that we should have you teaching follows techniques in one of these online classes. What do you think? Would you like to see Eva teaching some follows technique? Do a workshop or some online class at some point? Leave us your comment. Maybe that's a good idea. Eva, it's time to leave. We need to dance one more tango before that.
Let's do it.
Actually, we're going to dance a valse. So we're going to show people at home how to do this movement also in a valse.
Yes. Terminamos las dos veces en el mismo boste. Muy bien.
We are running out of time again today.
So we need to say bye.
It's time to say goodbye.
Para los tangueros y tangueras, nos vemos la semana que viene. Gracias por estar ahí, del otro lado de la pantalla. Bye bye.